Talking with famous people.
Hi, host Eric here. Behind me is my grandmother's house here on Valido Road in Arcadia, California. Yes, this is apparently. Hello.
Morning.
You live in my grandmother's old house.
Oh.
I'm here because I just wanted to see what became of the house. My grandmother's name was Gladys Cole, and she lived here for my entire childhood.
Oh, be darned.
And I see that you still have the same. You haven't changed the structure of it.
Well, John, we got a couple of packages. I'll leave right by your truck. Hey, great. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. How about a cool water? Oh, I'm good. Thank you. Sold anything? I'll wait for a 105-degree day.
Arcadia.
Yeah, the reason on that is we like the floor plan.
Just to let you know, I'm filming.
We love the neighborhood.
Right.
We love our home. And God bless you and your family. You know, however it happened that we ended up with it.
Oh yeah, no, we sold it. My parents sold it. Yeah. It wasn't like there was any problem. I was struck by the fact though that this two thing is the same, right? So there used to be a garage there that you guys have taken out, I guess, or somebody took it out.
Mm-hmm.
Behind that, I see, it is the garage. You have it as a garage now.
Yeah.
Except the front is open. I get it.
Yeah.
And then the pool house, it looks like
It's still there.
still there, and you repaired it or something.
Yeah.
And you got the pool.
Everything's been refurbished, and the backyard is so large that I wanted access to. I don't like putting vehicles in front of the house. So we drive through the garage and put our vehicles in the back.
That's great. I love the fact that it's still the same architecture.
Yeah.
I have so many memories from that room right there where the trees are. That's my grandmother's main room, and that room on the other side opposite it was my great grandmother's room. And my friends and I used to ride our bikes up here and swim in our pool because we didn't have a pool. We lived down there on Armada Road.
Okay.
My parents still have that house.
Okay.
And we didn't have a pool though, so we ride up here to swim in our pool.
One of the things I loved about the house was the breezeway. And so we left that just.
What do you mean by the breezeway? What does that refer to?
Right there between the garage and the house. Yeah, that's
great.
That's how it was originally.
That's great.
And we just love the fact that we have a breezeway, you know.
Now, there wasn't these things up on top, I don't think. Those windows. Did you add a little something on top, or?
No, those are just ventilation windows.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's all it is.
I see. Cool. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
Well, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
That was so cool that I got to meet the new owner of that home. I don't know how long they've been there. I don't know if that was the owner we sold it to. I mean, because my grandmother died when I was 18. So my parents probably sold that when I was 20. That's 25 years ago. So I'm here where Catalpa meets Volante in the village in Arcadia. And I'm looking at this big tree here. It's an oak tree. You can see it goes, it's quite large. And these poles that hold up the tree. I remember these from I don't even know how long ago. But these have been there for a long time. And this tree, as a consequence, has been enabled to grow way wider than it otherwise would be able to have grown. It's really cool, you know? It's like, this is what you want over your front yard, is a tree like this, where it is nice and shady, and they got that little swing you can swing on. What an idyllic home. So I'm here where Volante meets Golden West in the village. And I'm here to look at the fence here of the Arboretum to discuss the ancient and revered art of sneaking into the Arboretum. So when you're a kid living in the village, growing up in the 70s and 80s, you don't pay to get into the Arboretum. You climb over the fence like any sensible person would. So here's the fence. Now, there were various places where there were gaps in the fence, or places that were easier to get over, places where the barbed wire was gone. And even now, this fence would obviously prove no challenge to any suburban boy worth his salt. But see, there was always the additional, this is the inside of the Arboretum you're seeing now. There was always the additional matter of where to leave your bikes. The possibility of us walking there apparently not occurring to us. And so there was one place where there was bushes, but it's gone now. A place where there was bushes where you could leave your bikes there and also get over the fence. The easiest place to get in, if you did walk, you didn't have to worry about your bike, or you locked your bike. Here you can see a little bit more of what the Arboretum looks like through the fence a bit. Welcome to Arcadia, community of homes. Classic Arcadia. Classic Arcadia definitely includes some peacock action, some hot, juicy peacock action. As you can see, this guy here, he's bringing out all the stops for the lady peacocks, the peahens as they call them. Got big feathers. This is a particularly beautiful street because of these big trees that line it all the way down. Again, not the biggest homes in Arcadia, for sure, but a lovely street to live on, no doubt. It's a bigger ranch style house, but still an old home, the old style. And this is a lovely, lovely house. This is a nice new house. A nice mansion-esque, but not a mansion house. I mean, it's a little larger maybe than I would make it for the lot, but it's tasteful. Dude, that big tree is always lit up at Christmas with Christmas lights. And as far as I can tell, it's the biggest tree in Arcadia, in this part of Arcadia. Because, or it always was when I was little, it seemed to be the biggest one. Turned down Kingsley. These homes are embedded in my mind because I walked past them so many times. That looks different. I mean, the funny thing is the houses are the same houses, they're just painted differently. And this one's very similar to what it was. It's almost, they repainted it almost the same color. It's got that same roof. 30 years later, same roof. Not even 35 years later. A nice home. Unchanged. "35 years later."
Talking with famous people.